everybody. It is the first Monday motivation chat of 2021.
Hey.
So for this Monday motivation chat, we're going to do things just a little bit differently. There will be no extra guests. The main focus on this chat is going to be just kind of taking some time to reflect on the year that was 2020, our journeys as a unit and also just individuals through that, and what's some things that are to come in 2021.
Yep. Feel free to put comments, questions.
Yeah, this is definitely just going to be very off the cuff, just like,
Conversational.
Yeah, conversational. Ask questions, type them in. We're going to try our best to be as responsive as possible.
Right.
I know it's a little harder when we normally have like our guests, because they're normally like telling their stories, and we don't want to be rude and cut anybody off, but it's just us. So by all means, ask questions, converse with us. So we're gonna start off with a toast
to the new year.
We have some pear brandy that my grandmother had gifted us.
2020 is out of here.
So, toast
to the new year, to new adventures, to new learning, to experiencing life in a whole new different way. Salud. It's so yummy and so strong.
All right. So before we get cheers, Mari. So before we get super into our recap of 2020, we definitely want to take the opportunity for some huge thank yous. Monday motivation chat was simply a thought. I remember us having a conversation of it being something that we wanted to do. I think you actually came up with the idea, and the way we had started it was we were kind of just talking about your journey in regards to fitness and wanting to pursue personal training.
Right.
And then from that point, we started bringing people in so that they can
share their own stories, right? Because we're like sitting back and just thinking about the journey of life that we had, and it's like everybody has a story. Everybody. If you're living and breathing, you have a story.
Yep. Everybody has a story. And because of that, we definitely just wanted to create this community, so therefore bringing people onto our chat that, are being introduced to other people are being introduced to them, and just gives an opportunity for people, whether they're watching it live or they're watching the playback, just to kind of learn some things, because we're not all professionals. We all kind of go through life and we have our experiences, and through our experiences we live and we learn.
Right.
And therefore my experience is different than your experience, is different than her experience. Even though we're together, we're married, and we still experience life two different ways. So what we take from that and how we grow are just little nuggets of knowledge that we can just pass on to anybody who wants to listen. Somebody could be enduring something very, very similar to what you are, and therefore not realizing that, oh wow, like somebody else went through the same exact thing, so I'm not alone. So it's definitely good. So that was kind of like the foundation of what Kill the Day was even supposed to be.
Right.
I mean, not even supposed to be. It is what it is, know. So the overall goal of Kill the Day is to be a community, create a community of individuals, a community of people that are aspiring to be their best selves every day. every single
Right.
day. You know, the days that we don't want to beat our best selves, you know, the
Like,
days that we feel crappy,
right.
it's hard to get out of bed in the morning, but just striving to be our best and whatever it is you want to do. So before we start going into the foundations of Kill the Day, again, big thank you first to all of our MMC guests, all of our Monday Motivation Chat guests. The fact that you all took the time, you know, some of the chats were an hour long, some of the chats were way past an hour, and you took the time on your Monday evening to come and just chat with us. And
right.
that is, you know, the
right.
fact that this has been, you know, our 17th episode.
Today is number 17.
Like, it's right. insane. It's just to sit back and think about it. It's like, wow, like we just kind of had this thought. We didn't know where it was going to go. And then we just kind of did it. And here we are.
Right.
So just big shout out. Thank you to you. There were some people that we knew that, you know, we love and we care about so much that were, thank you for your support and helping us along in this journey and just being there and supporting us, whether you were a guest or whether you just sat back and watched the show every week. And then to all those that we met for the first time, you know, through connections, through other people,
right.
through the community, the community. Like, that's what it's all about, that community. And
right.
it's insane. And just big shout out and thank you to all of y'all. Thank you so much.
Right. Time is a precious thing. So when we are given or shared that time, we don't take it lightly. And you could be doing a million other things, and but each and every one of those 16 guests, they chose to share their time with us. They chose to be transparent and share their journeys with us. They're all very different, all different walks of life, all experiencing life differently, different backgrounds, different like paths, right? Everyone's headed in a different direction. But ultimately there was just like, there were some things that aligned, a lot of things that were different on how people overcome challenges, how do they like not give up, how, you know, that's just, life is kind of filled with these ups and downs. Life is seasons, just like things going bad isn't permanent. Things going good isn't permanent either. And so going with the waves of life and how you handle that, how do you get back up when you're knocked down, all of these things is kind of like, we want everyone to pull those moments, those inspirational moments of people like sharing, like, I got knocked down so many times, but this is what I used to get back up. I doubted myself, but then I still did it anyway. Yeah. And then there's the outcome. And we just want to continue sharing these stories. And people, we want to change of people living for Friday and dreading Monday. Yeah. Every day you wake up and you're breathing and you're living is like a blessing. And so we felt like Mondays, Pat was our first guest to launch Monday Motivation Chats. Thank you.
What's going on, Lisa?
Yes.
Lisa, the Cult Jam.
We got our guests up on here watching. We just want all of you guys to just know that we cherish and appreciate all of you. And Monday was chosen specifically because people dread it. Yeah,
it's just like, oh my God, it's Monday, another week and everything. So it's like, if we can just pump as much motivation in Monday to kind of just fuel you through the week, right? Because you got to think of, if we're all cars, you got to put gas in order to drive. You know, you can't just decide to go on a trip and you're on empty.
Right.
You know, you got to fuel up.
Right.
So the whole concept is just to kind of like, hopefully you're able to watch these chats, whether it is Monday night or, you know, Tuesday morning or, you know, whenever you get a chance to do, and it hopefully just like adds some fuel into your soul to push you through the rest of the week to push you through your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, to just like, there's so much I want to get into, but I feel like it's more in the foundation that Kill the Day. So we're going to go back to the thank yous. We're going to kind of bring it back. All right. So we have another one that's actually on here. Elevate Creative Designs. Thank you so much.
So much.
If you don't understand, like, Angela has been absolutely dope. She's like, her photography, her designs, like, she's done everything for like the flyer layouts, for some our posts, for the overlays that we utilize for our live streaming. She's tried things
that she's never done before.
No, not at all. The overlays was the first thing. She killed it.
Like, if y'all need a graphic designer for anything,
go holler at Elevate Creative Designs.
Okay, because ain't nothing like having a good graphic designer on your team. Like, it changes everything.
She's such a sweetheart. Like, it's not even just like she gives dope work and she's just like amazing.
Right.
Like, she's so dope.
And you could just give her, like, sometimes we give her like a lot of detail of what we want, and sometimes we just have like a few things.
I'd be very detailed.
But sometimes I'll just be like, I think I have this idea, and then she just makes it happen. Like, there's people that
I have diagrams and everything. Like, yeah.
Is that what you do with the overlays?
That's exactly what I do with the overlays. Maria knows. Maria does the same way I be with my cakes is the way I be with everything. I be wrestling gear, writing it out. Like, I'm a little bougie.
Well, Angela and Maria have magical skills, because I'll be like, maybe give 3 things that like I can think of, and I'm just like, make your magic, and they both make their magic, and it's amazing. Yeah, it's just everyone has their talent, everyone has the thing that they're just naturally good at, and it makes them happy. Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of like the beautiful thing about, if you don't know what is the thing that makes you happy, like, try to find it. Try to go on a journey and make 2021 the year where you're to find the thing that like sparks you, lights you on fire, that is a lot of work, but it doesn't feel like work to you. And go do it. Like, you don't have to do it to make your own business. But go do the thing that makes you happy. Like, whatever it is, whatever you're good at, whatever like fuels your feel good tank, go do it.
Yeah. So then Graphic Designs then takes us over to our clothing designs. Now, we haven't been hardcore on the selling merch. That is something that we're definitely working at. We had a couple shirts that we tried to sell, that we still have quite a few, but they're, just reach out to us if you're interested. We are very, very limited on sizes, but we are definitely looking into creating more merch for both Kick the Day, Kill the Day. So we'll definitely stay tuned for that. But Ram Designs has hooked it up.
Yeah.
All right. So Ram Designs has definitely hooked it up. So big shout out to Ram Designs. I know they're not on right now, but when you see this, shout out to you.
Thank you.
You guys are absolutely amazing. Everybody's amazing.
Right.
Everybody's just so great. Like, we just feel so honored to just be surrounded by such amazing people. Like, when they say, like, make sure you be careful about who you keep in your circle.
Right.
Because you want to make sure that you keep that energy in your circle, and I feel like, honestly, like, everybody that's in our circle is somebody like we don't have any negative Nancy's or whatever like that. Like, everybody is trying to do something with their life, whether it's an entrepreneur, whether it's parenting, whether it's schooling, whatever. Like, everybody is trying to do something. We're all feeding off of each other. We all have these little nuggets that we can like just give to each other and share off each other. We have dope conversations when we're just sitting back and just chilling. And it's an amazing feeling. So Ram Designs, thank you so much for being a part of our community and helping us. If you need any custom work, it doesn't even have to be in bulk. So like, definitely hit them up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who else we got? Our partnership with 5 Laps and I Am Fitness was such a pleasant surprise and like super right timing, allowing us to take training indoors. Prior to our partnership, I was just doing training outside and in our garage, and it was dope. Like the summer was so dope. Like I love the summer, and I can't wait for the warm weather to come back because I explored the city. We had so many
always
different
like finding different spots,
sessions in different places. Like it was so fun, and I intend to do it again this starting in the spring. To just take working out outside, being in nature. But for the time being, while it's cold outside, I Am Fitness has a studio in Bala Cynwyd. 5 Laps is fitness leisure apparel, so hit them up. And so, yeah, we're just excited to kind of allow 2021 to kind of grow and expand that partnership and kind of see where it goes. How can we make things fun and different? Because we don't want it to just be another exercise class, another studio to go to. We want it to be fun. We want it to be different. We want to challenge people. We want people to see results that are lasting.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, stay tuned for how that evolves. I'm excited. And last but not least, our partnership with Cancer Who. It's something that we both hold dear to our hearts. Both sides of our family have been affected by cancer in different ways. And so through partnership with Cancer Who in 2021, we want to be able to offer fitness classes at the Cancer Who Center. And for those who don't know, Kick the Day is the kid version of Kill the Day. And so with Kill the Day, we inspire and motivate people to kill the day through our Monday motivation chats, through our fitness and wellness services that we provide, and kind of growing and expanding there. But with kids, it's a little bit different. This day and age, kids love video games. They love their electronics. And we want to promote wellness to kids, to the gaming community. And so Kick the Day will be a nonprofit, which proceeds that are earned through the services that we provide through Kill the Day will feed into the nonprofit so that we can serve kids at no cost or low cost. And Cancer Who's Cancer Center or Support Center, Cancer Who Care Center, that's what it is, in Port Richmond, will be one of the locations where we're able to serve kids through esports, through learning coding and game design, STEM education, as well as integrating fitness, nutrition, and wellness. So this past September, October, we were able to kind of beta test an idea that we had. And so for 8 weeks, we had kids in our neighborhood come to our garage. We did 30 to 45 minutes of exercise, and then they had about an hour and a half of group gameplay, allowing them to safely socialize, allowing them to learn how to work as a team. And oddly enough, some days they wanted to exercise longer.
Yeah, it was crazy. I guess they got so used to the gaming aspect of it that they were just like, they wanted to play longer and be more active longer, which is understandable because a lot of them were, doing school from home.
Right.
They're just in the house all day, so it's just like getting out and being active. So the sessions were normally an hour and a half long. So it was about 45 minutes of exercise, about 45 minutes of gaming. But yeah, like there was plenty of times where it was just strictly just an hour and a half of like exercising, basketball, football, like, just doing stuff, being active and being outside. So that was definitely
and really having conversations about the importance of exercise and moving your body and getting outside in nature.
And just like the same way that we are with the adults, with the chats and different things like that, we try our best to listen right? We like to listen, and we don't like, oh no, this is the rule. This is we're gonna do 45 minutes of this, and we're gonna do 45 minutes of that. It's like, no, like we listen to the kids, and they said that they wanted to do this, and we let them make a decision as a group. All right, so what do you guys want to do? And then we just kind of went with that and did what we needed to do, and it was good. It was we got a lot of a good response from that.
They took turns being leaders during exercise, especially for the first part of the exercise will allow one of them to be a leader and kind of dictate what would be the exercises for the warm up, and they all felt really good about it. And then week after week, as they got more comfortable with each other and with us, and kind of familiar with what we were expecting, it really flowed just so nicely. So it kind of was confirmation to us, the vision that we have, it could really work on a bigger scale. And so we're grateful for the partnership with Cancer Who to serve people who have been affected by cancer, whether it's a cancer survivor, someone fighting cancer, a family member, caregiver, kids who their parents might be experiencing or fighting cancer or are cancer survivors. So anyone who has been touched in any way by cancer, that is the Cancer Who community. And we are excited to partner with them to not only serve as that community, but that and beyond in fun, amazing ways. So shout out to Cancer Who. Go check them out. Go follow them and see the amazing work that they're doing in the community.
So with that, we're going to head to our reflection period. So with our reflecting on 2020, it's just insane just to kind of think of how Kill the Day progressed to the way that it did, and it just seems like it was blink of an eye. So for those of you guys that know or don't know, whatever, I used to wrestle, and I was fairly consistent in wrestling for like the first couple of years of my wrestling, and then just through experiences and just seeing other people's experiences, I didn't want to be that wrestler that was spending so much time away from his family. So during my wrestling, we had Oliver, and I took a break. I took a break from wrestling, and when he was young, we went to a show, and we actually just sat and watched, and he started becoming getting into it and everything. And he just kept like, oh, when are you gonna wrestle? When are you gonna wrestle? When are you gonna wrestle? So I started deciding to take a journey back into wrestling. And in doing that, at the time, I was working crazy hours doing construction. But I was heavily we had the conversation. I was like, if I'm gonna do this, then it's just we're gonna go all out and really put in the work to do this. So I was working, and then I would get off of work, and then I would go to train. I would actually go to train earlier and meet up with my boy Louise, and we would work out before the wrestling, and then we would train, and we were going hard for that period of time. And before, I was doing this party rock, dancing and having fun gimmick, and not that it wasn't me, because I genuinely feel like I was just me, just being fun and having fun or anything like that. But at this point in my life, the fact that I was doing everything that I was doing, I felt more serious and I felt more motivated. And we were kind of just talking about just pushing forth and killing the day. And that's what kind of Kill the Day kind of started, the concept of kill the day, the phrase kill the day. And we would talk about it, we would say it, and then I started saying it and utilizing it in wrestling. And I remember where I wrestled at, even when I was doing the party rock thing, it was something that I was told not to do. It was just kind of oh, you shouldn't do this because it's just that's going to be short-lived. And I ended up doing the party rock thing for pretty much almost 8 years off and on.
Yeah.
So it was just like, so prove you wrong. And then the same thing with the Kill the Day. It was like I was using Kill the Day and I was doing promos with Kill the Day, and it was just like, don't get too attached to that because you won't be able to make that yours, because it was just such like a common thing to say. And here we are now, we have it trademarked, we have it LLC, like, you know, like Kill the Day is ours,
right?
So
we own it.
That is like another, like, when it came to the Party Rock thing, when it came to the Kill the Day thing, it was always something that like I just felt in my heart. Like it was me. Like it just felt like it was me. Like it was effortless in being able to be implemented. So we talked about utilizing it, and it was just like, it's much more than wrestling. It's a lifestyle. It's, you know, and then we started kind of breaking down. It's like, well, what does Kill the Day mean to us? Like what does it mean to kill the day? And we kind of broke down together. We had a meeting and we just broke down what it means to us individually, what it means to us together, and what we would like it to be. Like what we would like Kill the Day to be remembered as.
Right.
And then that's where we started coming up with the concept of creating a community of people that do the same exact thing, kill the day, regardless of what it is that you want to do. And if you go on to like our Facebook, it was our Facebook, and I think our Facebook's the primary one because it allowed more space. We had like our mission statement on there, and that was kind of like earlier on. We did that, and then we went and got everything legalized. We got the LLC, we got the trademark, and we started pushing through. But at first, it was just, she was more of the face of Kill the Day because I was
right. So first it was wrestling.
Yeah,
we got T-shirts
exactly.
and merch done. Then you decided to step away from wrestling, and then came training. The fitness training.
Exactly, because it's like we spent so much time. Wrestling was something like, if it was that one thing that you wanted to do when you get older, that was what it was to me. And she enabled me to pursue my dream, and she backed me up. And we made sure that we did, like, everything was just kind of like built around the pursuit of that. And when we decided to kind of shift gears, then now the focus then became her and what she wanted to do. And then that's where the training and everything started to come in the picture.
So fitness wasn't, something I always did. I didn't grow up an athlete or anything like that. And in becoming a mom, it was just kind of this shift of, who do I want to be? What kind of lifestyle do I want to have? Recognizing the benefits of exercise. Not that I didn't know the importance, but it was never something I committed to or fully lived like a fit lifestyle. And so when after becoming a mom, and then you have kind of like the post-pregnancy weight and kind of the changes in your body, and going through that journey, ups and downs, committed, not committed, and then finally finding my flow, finding like my therapy through it, of this is my stress relief, and then it becoming like a time of day that I would not sacrifice because of the fact that it helps me relieve stress, the fact that it helps me have energy and feel better and sleep better. And then ultimately you have the confidence that comes with the physical changes, the confidence with doing things that you think are hard, and then you're able to do it. Been people asking me, oh my gosh, like, you look amazing, train me. And I'm like, never in a million years would I have thought that I'd be doing this as a business or be a personal trainer and making like this be my career, And as as I started thinking about it, doing research, and still going through my own wellness journeys, like, yeah, this is totally what I'm meant to do. I love helping people. Like, number one, I love helping people. I love inspiring people. I love helping people connect their internal dots of helping them in the journey of like discovering what they're meant to do or they're passionate about. Because some people really don't know, or some people are scared to step out into their passion and their purpose. And so just in kind of my journey, I know so many people. I've met so many people. I love talking to people. I'll be the first one to talk to a complete stranger. And so in that, I'm able to be like, oh, you're interested in this? I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Like, I'm going to connect the dots. And so I just love helping people, and just knowing what fitness has done for me in discovering my own strength, in discovering, like, really in a tangible way what self-doubt can do, and once you eliminate it, the things that you're able to do. I'm just like, I have to do this. And so it was a long journey of finally getting my certification and like really pursuing this as a career. And it being kind of like at the core of Kill the Day. Because in order for you to truly kill the day, like, your wellness has to be important to you. You can't go off and kill the day and have this awesome career or be a great parent or a caregiver or whatever, and you're not taking care of yourself. You have one body. And so if you're not taking care of yourself and you're not seeing the effects of it now, you're gonna see it 20, 30, 40 years from now. So I'm not working out right now just for me right now. I'm working out right now so that when I'm 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, my quality of life is way better than someone who doesn't. I want to walk, I want to run, I want to be able to like keep up with my grandkids. I want to be like, there was this 80-year-old woman who defended herself because someone tried to rob her house. Like, I want that to be me. I am very intentional about the quality of life that we have when we're older, to still be good, to still be active. There's like, it shouldn't be that you go into retirement and just kind of like dwindle away.
Yeah, that was definitely the core of Kill the Day. You know, killing the day every day, regardless of what it is that you want to do, and just making sure that in that process that you're taking care of your wellness, right? We're not asking you to be a bodybuilder. We're not asking you to be all shredded up, CrossFitting, HIIT training, bodybuilding, anything like that. But just taking the time to take care of yourself, and what that looks like for everyone is different. You know, so just definitely not focusing on what you look like in comparison to other people. It's just how you feel. How's your heart? How's your soul? How do you feel, right? Because I've seen people, like, there was that one dude, he was oh my god, it was like Redneck Ninja or something like that. And he's like, he's not like this shredded, ripped up dude. He's like, looks like he's like, you look at him, he looks like he's out of shape, but he'll be doing cartwheels and flips and back flips and everything like that. And it's just like I can't do that. Like, you know, like, it's right. Crazy.
Right.
So wellness looks different for a lot of people. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Figure out what is going to fuel your tank and make it happen.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So 2020, for me, was, like for everyone, a roller coaster of a year. I started off the year working multiple jobs. I had the opportunity to work a job which ended up making me realize my love to teach the youth. And I'm not talking about like little youth. I'm talking about like high schoolers. It was crazy. It was something I just never would have thought. That I remember running into. Well, my dad ran into a high school friend of mine, and when they found out that I was a teacher, he was like, "Wait, what?" Because it's just like that's just not something that you would have expected from me, and I fell in love with it hard. Um, I'm I'm not doing that same thing anymore. But that's where that love um, is what's pushing the initiative for Kick the Day.
Right.
And seeing the need for STEM education in multitude of neighborhoods. It's just the world is a very tech-driven world now, and STEM education is so important, and it can be taught in so many different ways. And gaming is definitely at the top of that list because kids love to play games. So definitely looking into and investing into, the way and the community and the life of esports and the implementation of STEM education and trying to promote, the pursuit of some sort of tech STEM pathway, like, in career, it's such a valuable asset to have. And even if you're not, like, there's very little career paths that do not have some sort of crossway with tech. It's just, it's everywhere. So I had that. I did go back to the ring, and this taught me to be in the moment, because I definitely had an amazing opportunity to work again with my old tag team partner, and I did horrible. And I did horrible for a multitude of reasons because my mind honestly was just not there. When it comes to any sport, any sport, anything that you do, like, your mind has to be in it. And, I had an amazing opportunity that day, and my mind was on a multitude of things. Like, I remember the day before going through something at work that really, really bothered me. And it was just like on my mind. There was a lot of stuff going on. And then through that, and then the pandemic and being home with the family and the kids and everything, it's just like, live in the moment. Live in the moment. Because when you're not living in the moment, it jacks you up. It jacks you up. If you're spending time with your spouse, you're spending time with your kids, you're spending time with your family, friends, and you're just like somewhere else, you're just negating that situation, just kind of like take the time to try your best to clear your head and just focus on the here and now and what you're doing in that specific moment. And that's definitely probably top of the list of the things that I personally got from this year. So definitely that happiness, being happy, and what that looks like for you. If you're miserable, you mentioned it earlier, like just finding what makes you happy.
Right.
And just not settling. And if I settled, I would be in a completely different place right now. If I settled. So there was definitely a point where a decision needed to be made. And I don't regret it. I do not regret it at all. It was tough to make for a variety of reasons, but it was made, and I had the backing of this lovely woman right here, and we made stuff happen. And I feel like that with her fitness and getting her certification and kind of spearheading Kill the Day up until that point, that was like turned the nitro on, and it was just like once the decision was made and we started changing gears and everything, like we just kept going.
Right.
So, definitely being in the moment, being in the moment has taught me a lot of different things. The bonds created with the kids being home, bonds created with us, being able to see things. I personally, before all this, 9 times out of 10, I was always working some crazy hours, crazy times. Like, I just felt like I was always not the absentee father, but it was just like I was always working times where like the kids got so used to like doing stuff as a family and like daddy not coming because daddy needed to sleep because daddy just got home from work or daddy's about to go to work or, you know, stuff like that. So being able to take the time to just spend time with the family. Our youngest is in pre-K and he was like trying to do that virtually. So like for a period of time, I was just definitely just like one-on-one with him and like just creating that bond and just creating like a schedule and some consistency and stuff. And that was like such an amazing, dope feeling. So yeah, just it was, and like I said, at the end of the day, I just feel like it's just all about being present, just being present, you know, and just trying your best to be positive and loving those around you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I can take away from 2020.
I think me too. I'm still working on it. My mind wanders into like worry or like the to-do list or like to-do list or like what's next? What do I got to do tomorrow? Like the schedule and the to-do list like haunt me. And worrying about things. And so before the quarantining, I was working 3 jobs. Now, me working was a little different because I worked from home. So I was full-time job with 2 part-time jobs and being home with the kids. And it was just like, go, go, go. Not that it's not any less go now. But it was just different. It was so busy. I was exhausted most of the time. And then quarantine happened. And to be honest, it was like a blessing in disguise. It was nice to be forced to slow down. It was nice to be forced to have all of this quality time with the kids and together and being home. We do go out, but like we're homebodies too. Like we don't mind being home. So other than now it being winter and not being able to just go outside, like I don't mind being home. I know other people struggle with that, but it's just been nice. So in that, it's like realizing how present I am not. In realizing how much I'm not present, it's okay now, like working on it. Now when it's like designated family time, like no phones and just like doing my best to shut the brain off, and to just be in the moment and not worry about what's next, not worry about tomorrow and the schedule and the to-do list. So for me, it's definitely like something I'm continuing to learn and work on. But 2020 definitely brought that to the forefront of realizing that that's something that is so important.
Definitely. So 2021.
2021, y'all.
So we are a couple things in the works. So we have a lot going on in general. So we're trying to move a lot of things and be very strategic in the way that we are moving. So when we say we have things in the works, we definitely have things in the works, and it's may not be for some time that you will see some stuff, but
laying every little break at a time.
And primarily with that, it's more so the kick the day aspect. So kick the day, what you will see right now is a lot of just like the kick the day. So kick the day and kill the day are both family oriented with like us, our family. Like the kids are involved. Dante is amazing in taking the lead. Christian as well. Like, you know, the kids are definitely they take leadership roles, and they take pride in creating content and just, you know, doing things for Kick the Day, which helps us focus more on Kill the Day. So we work a lot with Dante with that. So a lot of what you'll see with Kick the Day now is like just content, you know, just streaming stuff, you know, and just kind of getting a glimpse of them and who they are and how they are, and just kind of just taking interest in what they're interested in.
Right.
So creating, and through that creating the community with that aspect. But ultimately, we're in the process of making Kick the Day a 501c3 nonprofit. We have some partnerships lined up. After that happens, we're looking to do some community-based STEM education. It's a lot that we have going on. STEM education that will encompass fit and play, fit and code. We have some esports stuff going on. Yeah, so it's just there's a lot. So it may not be things that you will see in the next couple months, but they are in the works. Right. So just thank you to everyone that's supported thus far, that continue supporting. One of the biggest realizations of that was the Kick the Day game day for Extra Life. And we were able to... Extra Life was something that was just introduced to us, and there are people that do Extra Life year-round.
Right.
So create their profiles, and they donate to their local CMN hospitals, and they do it year-round and accumulate, you know, however much, how many donations that they can, and then you have this 24-hour game day, and then that's kind of like where things kind of ramp up. And
that was November, right?
Yeah, November, and we didn't know much about it. We, you know, very little preparation. We just kind of dove into it. We probably legit found out about Extra Life 2 to 3 weeks before the actual game day. We made a decision as a family to do it, and we did it as a family, and we were able to raise $1,000, and that was such an amazing feeling. The kids were so excited. They had their own little profile. So we had like the team profile, and then they had their own little profiles, and they were constantly checking how much money they raised. It's just like if you were here just to see, you know, their excitement throughout the process, it was such a beautiful thing.
They rocked out 24 hours of streaming. They did. Easy, that's for sure.
They did. We were actually just watching one of the videos yesterday, and Dante was
when he
falling asleep. He was like just sitting there, and then he took his break and he took a nap.
Yeah, I know I fell asleep at one point on camera. I don't know if you caught it, but I did.
Yeah, so we were trying to like just kind of keep a rotation thing, but yeah, everybody rocked out with it. We had every single person involved. It was dope, and we're looking so much forward to doing it again this year. So we're so looking forward to that. So then with Kill the Day, so Kill the Day, for those of you guys that are familiar, we already talked about Julie doing her personal training. Recently with the partnership with I Am Fitness, she has started doing group classes. So the group classes are 3 times a week. She has a class that focuses on upper body, a class that focuses on lower body, and a class that focuses on kind of like a full body core thing. And that... So in being a business, right, you have to look at competitors, you have to look at, you know, what the market's going for, you're looking at different things. So our pricing strategies were constantly changing, and we were sitting down and we were trying to decide like what makes the most sense, right? Like what makes the most sense, because it's not all about money. Like that's not what we're about. You know, the whole concept is to
elevate our community.
Exactly.
You know, like wellness shouldn't be something that's not accessible.
It shouldn't feel like a chore. Like, it shouldn't feel like such a burden.
Right.
So when we first started, we were like, kind of going over that, and we were looking at numbers. So we had to sit back and rethink things. And there's a lot of different reasons for that. We have a pandemic, and not everybody is working, unfortunately.
Right.
So we've had the absolute privilege to be able to work remote during this pandemic, but we're fully aware of the fact that not everyone has had that same privilege. So we did not want to hinder anybody because of that. And I think that was kind of like where the first realization came in, because we kind of had our strategy, we were promoting it, we were all excited about it, and then we had somebody who was interested and was just like,
I can't afford it.
Yeah, this is the situation, this is what it is. And that's what kind of like reality hits. Like, wow, you know what, we should have thought more about that. All right.
Yeah.
And it's perfect timing. The year just started. We haven't been doing it that long. It was just since the end of November or beginning of December, so it's only been a couple weeks.
Right.
So you're the trainer, so I'll let you kind of take it over from here. I feel like I'm talking. I'll let you take it over. So no,
in taking our community into account, we decided to change our pricing structure to make our fitness classes more accessible to more people. So with that being said, our classes will now be $20 a month, $19.99. There's 3 classes a week, so that's 12 classes a month, and so you can come to all 12, come 6, however many you choose, for $19.99 a month. And so that was us being intentional and thoughtful about our community, about what do we stand for, what are our values, what do we want to accomplish here. So $19.99 a month. Some people spend $19.99 a month on things that don't make you better, things that don't improve you, or
coffee drinkers that need their Starbucks or need their Dunkin'
all
Donuts.
that sugar,
that's like
right?
Only a couple days of that.
Right. Thing. So with our community in mind, that's kind of like where we're gonna go with 2021 is having a fair price that allows our wellness services to be more accessible to people who need it, who want it, who are seeking to make a change, who need guidance, who need motivation, who want to be part of a community where no one's meant to do life alone. If you're not leading an active lifestyle, getting into one is not easy. Mm-hmm. Mind over matter is a real thing. And so it is so, the journey is so much easier and so much better when you have people along with you, motivating you, being your cheerleaders, when you see other people are struggling with the same things and make you feel like you're not alone. Mm-hmm. And we know what leading a healthy, active lifestyle has done for us, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. The values that we then, through our experience, are passing on to our children. And we just want a bigger community to keep passing on those values, because there's nothing you can put on when you feel better, when you feel confident, when you do things that you thought you couldn't do, when you are achieving your goals, when you have self-discipline. There's no one can take that from you, because all the work that it took to get there is all you. Your trainer can't make you do it. Your family can't make you do it. No one can. The accomplishments and the progress and the transformation is all you, and no one can take that away from you.
And that's exactly why, if you look at kill the day, if you look at kick the day, the I is red. And the I stands for you.
Right.
So when you're saying like, I can kill the day, I will kill the day, that I is red because you are the kill shot. You are the one that's going to kill the day. The person that's looking back at you in the mirror. That's who's going to kill the day.
Right.
I'm not going to kill the day for you. She's not going to kill the day for you. You're the one that's going to kill the day. That's exactly why that I is red. If you ever wondered, that's why. So with the group, it's all virtual, right? So the way that it works is there is a app called Band. You will gain access to this Band app, and in that Band app, there's a group. So you will be in that group with everyone else that's in the group class. You guys can communicate, motivate each other. There will be posts in there to just kind of like, little questions, just to kind of get everybody communicating and motivating each other, because it's almost like, I guess when you have like a parent or you have a spouse or something, sometimes when you need that motivation and they're giving it to you, it's just like, oh, you're just kind of saying that, but you're supposed to say that, or whatever. But like sometimes when you're hearing it from somebody else that's struggling along with you, and it's just like, listen, like I had a hard time getting up this morning too. Like, listen, I got up. This is what I found helped me out. Hopefully it can help you out. So it's just creating the community. Again, it always comes back to the community. And then the way that works, like I said, there's a group in the Band app that everybody that's part of the group classes will be a part of. The group classes will happen Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 9 a.m. virtually. So there'll be a live stream in that group. So it's similar to like the IG Live or like Facebook Live or anything like that. So Band has like this live streaming thing where you'll see this lovely lady instructing the class. And if for some reason that time does not work for you, these videos will stay up for that week. So so you have Sunday through Saturday, right? You have your Tuesday class, your Thursday class, and your Saturday class. So you have 3 classes a week. Up until Sunday, those classes will then get reset by the classes for the next week. So if you can't make Tuesday night, maybe you can get Wednesday morning or Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening. Replay, so like those things will be accessible to you. So just because you're not there live at the time, she's still going to put it all out there. If there's one person on that stream, she's going to put it all out there, and you're going to still get that same energy when you go back to watch it later. All right? Because it's not about money. It's not about being like a dictatorship. It's not about trying to control anything. It's about helping and wanting you to pursue your wellness journey, and however that looks. There will be modifications to the workouts that are being done during that. So just if you ever at any given time feel like you're having a hard time with anything and there isn't a modification, send a message. Hit us up. Because sometimes it's so easy to just be going through the routine and may forget something or may forget to mention something, which is just kind of like, sometimes it can be a little fast paced, but it's a mix between, a faster pace and then taking the time to kind of bring it down and reflecting and just thinking about yourself. And you have this amazing segment at the end of your workouts where you're just, I want you to explain it, because it's just like so dope the way that you do it.
So each workout is it ends with focusing on your breath, because there is tremendous power when you connect with your breath and understanding, like, we can go way longer without food and water than we can without breathing. And when you breathe with intention and properly, also, people don't realize that you could be breathing not properly, which means that your body's not getting the right amount of oxygen it needs to all of your muscles, including your brain. So in connecting with your breath, I'm such a believer in mantras because motivation is fleeting, right? Like, motivation isn't gonna carry you through when you just don't feel like it. It's like a tank that constantly has to be refilled. Constantly. And like, so with that, mantras like love yourself, be kind to yourself, reminding yourself that showing up for a workout is something to celebrate and be proud of, because there are millions of people that pay for things and don't show up, or have the intention to do something for themselves that they know is good for them and they don't do it. And we're all, as human beings, we're all guilty of it, right? Like, Eric and I are not perfect. There are plenty of things we know we should do or not do, and we still do it, or we should do it and we don't do it, right? And so the time that you're taking out of your day to move your body and to get stronger and healthier, like, that time should be celebrated and honored. And the fact that you got through something that wasn't easy and you did it and you pushed through, like, just taking a moment, connecting inward, and honoring that you did it, honoring that you showed up. And then again, reminding yourself, I can, I will kill the day every day. Every session is end with that. To just remind yourself, no matter what challenges come your way, no matter if tomorrow you wake up not feeling like doing anything, remember, I can and I will. I can and I will. It's all about, there is power in your choices. There is power in your thoughts. And so just ending every session, connecting inward, reminding yourself of your power, giving some mantras to walk away with, and then always reminding yourself that you can and you will kill the day.
So currently, we have in our bio, if you go to our bio, we have a link tree, which you can provide your interest. It's set to how it was before. So there are some things that need to be tweaked. So you could still utilize that for showing that you are interested in the group classes. If not, you can just shoot us a message. You can just DM us directly, and just let us know that you're interested. We kind of give you the layout of how everything needs to go. Of course, there are things that need to be, going over, policies and stuff, because we are dealing with a physical activity. So there are some things that we need to go over. But then we'll get you all set up and you will be good to go. Like I said, it is 3 classes a week, 4 weeks a month. So you're looking at 12 classes for $19.99. So hopefully that enables many more people to be able to come and pursue that journey with us. So if you're interested, definitely hit us up, share it, word of mouth, like whatever, we're definitely trying to we're definitely trying to pump out more content too, which we realize that we're not pumping out a lot of content in regards to that. So therefore, it's funny, we had His or Hers Juices on here, and they kind of said something similar where they were making these juices and nobody wanted to try the juices because they were waiting for other people to try the juices and to kind of see what their reaction is. So we're identifying the fact that we don't really have a lot showing these classes, showing, these clients, because you've had clients for well over a year now, right. And, nobody really knows.
Right. And in the world of social media, if you ain't posting, it ain't happening.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's just
but there's so much happening that's not being posted. There's so much happening.
To kind of meet social media halfway, we will be posting more, so you guys know that it is a thing and you won't be joining this and being the only one, because there are others there. You're not alone. So this actually took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. We were going to do some fun questions. Do you want to still do that for a few? It's been a little bit over an hour.
What up, y'all? If you have questions for us, comments, health is wealth. That's so true. Like, so, 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 so true. If you're not healthy, like, just because you're alive doesn't mean you're living. It's so true. Comments, questions.
So I'm going to ask you the first question.
Okay.
What would you rather do? Perform in a circus or in an aquatic dance group?
Damn. I like both those things. That's hard. I feel like in another life I want to be in a circus.
A circus?
Yeah. I want to be like a circus du Soleil dancer or something. Like aerial arts or something. But I love the water. But I am scared of drowning. Sorry, the circus.
Circus.
Yeah. Better be in class on Tuesday. That's all I'm saying. I know where you live.
Right, pick one.
All right, so I choose the circus. If a millionaire decides to fund your all expenses paid 1 week trip to anywhere, where would you go and what would you do? Maria chose aquatic dance. I could picture you being a mermaid.
All expense trips
anywhere in the world for 1 week. Where would you go and what would you do?
I don't know. I feel like it would be damn, that's like a lot. There's so much I want to see in the world. But if it's like all expense paid and like I'm like covered, I'm like good and everything like that. Honestly, I feel like I might go to Antarctica. Off the strength that I just feel like there's a lot going on in Antarctica that a lot of people like nobody really knows because nobody wants to go there, right? And if I have the resources to go there for a week and explore, I think I would do that.
I'm going to Dubai. That's all I know. I'm going to Dubai. All expense paid for 1 week. I can do whatever I want.
What would you like to be known for?
I would like to be known for being a person that helped other people realize their full potential.
Maria said Dubai too.
Let's go.
So you would
would want to be known for helping others realize their full potential. I feel like we both should answer these questions. What food do you dislike the most and why?
Beets! Without hesitation. Beets, beets, beets. And I blame my mother.
It's really your fault.
So my mom, for whatever reason, likes beets.
I like beets.
And I like cranberry sauce. So I was young, and she was eating beets, and I went to go take a bite, and it wasn't cranberry sauce, because I thought that it was cranberry sauce. So my taste buds were highly disappointed. Until this day, I hate beets.
He's eating them.
Yeah, because she snuck it in my food.
And he ate it.
She snuck it in my food. I'm an eater, okay? So therefore, I rarely turn things down. Like, even if it's not the best, I will still eat it. Because I've been taught to like eat what's been served to you. So
like not waste food.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna waste the food. So I might not be super thrilled about it, but I'm gonna eat it. What has been some funny advice someone gave you?
Funny advice? Funny? I don't know.
Funny advice?
I'm pretty sure, like, our kids have given us some funny. I can't think. They're always saying, like, the craziest things. I need to, like, write it down or something. I don't know.
Don't drop soap. Right, your turn.
If you're sitting in a first class flight, who would be next to you and what would you ask them?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know.
If I was sitting in a first class flight, who would be next to me and what would I ask them? 9 times out of 10, it would be you. And I would ask if you would want any peanuts.
Oh, no damn peanuts. Who is your hero and why?
My hero?
Who's your hero?
My hero would have to be my dad. We haven't always seen eye to eye, especially when I was younger. We definitely get along a lot better now. Like, he's like my best friend. He's still stubborn and a pain in the behind, so I'd be having to get on him. But my dad, he was like a rarity. So he was a single father, and he raised, me and my brother, juggling multiple jobs. I don't know, like, it was just something that you didn't really see like that, because it was always, like, to see a single black man raising his kids, it was just something that you didn't really hear of. It's usually like black fathers are like non-existent, so he definitely helped me see what it meant to be a dad, to be a father. And like I said, when I was younger, I felt like I didn't appreciate it as much, but we definitely have had like heart-to-hearts as I got older, and as I became a father, and just told him how much I appreciate him and look up to him and admire him. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be who I was. So I'd have to give it to him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Remember you said Harry who?
Henry Cavill. Superman. Ugh.
And will you marry him?
Superman.
He does not like Superman.
She already knows this.
Oh.
If you were a drink, what would you be?
I feel like I'd be a Bloody Mary.
Why?
Because it's like spicy. I'm spicy.
You definitely
healthy.
Are spicy. You definitely
it's like it depending how many you have, you can get crazy. I'm spicy. I'm crazy, and I care about you.
I'd be a dirty martini.
What drink would y'all be?
Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not stirred. What drink would y'all be? I'm a Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. I'm a dirty martini. What kind of dessert would you be?
That's hard.
She said, but you're sweet though. Sweet though. Can Bloody Marys be sweet?
No. I mean, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think there's a such thing as sweet Bloody Mary.
So what kind of dessert would you do?
Oh, that's hard. What'd she say? Eric, a donut for sure. Hello, apple crumb. I don't know. I feel like a coconut custard pie.
How do you go from I don't know to something very specific as a coconut custard pie? It wasn't just like, I don't know, a cupcake, a cake. I don't know, a coconut custard pie.
I love coconut. I think I love pie. I love pie. Pie feels like healthy for some reason. It's like a healthy dessert, but it's probably not. Because you get sweet potato pie.
Ah, that is a good one, actually. She does like that cheesecake.
Ooh, I do love it. Cheesecake.
Oreo cheesecake.
I can just be a plain old New York cheesecake.
But you from Philly, though.
There's no Philly cheesecake.
Exactly. So therefore, you have to be like one of those exotic ones.
Like a double dark chocolate fudge. Double dark chocolate.
You say
fudge.
it so aggressively. Double dark chocolate fudge. Oh, aggressive.
Did I say it like that, yo?
Definitely said it like that.
I didn't say it like that.
Definitely said it like that.
All right, one more. Your spirit animal.
My spirit animal?
Yeah. What's your spirit animal?
My spirit animal. I feel like I'm conflicted between she's angry double. She sensed the angriness in your double dark chocolate.
Passion, not angry. Passion.
I just say it wasn't angry, it's aggression. You were aggressive with your chocolate.
I love chocolate.
I would be conflicted between a lion or a wolf. I don't know. I feel like there's parts of me that can connect with both. What about you? Some type of bird.
I don't know too much about birds, but definitely like a bird that like there's birds that don't live in flocks, but I would be a bird that could travel long distances and lives in a flock. I don't know what that bird is, but she's a panther. I like to believe. Roar.
Love it.
Are panthers the fast running ones? Is that the cheetah?
Cheetah.
No, panthers are the all black ones, right?
Yeah.
And they're stealthy. They like climb trees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bam. Do y'all have any questions? 10:20.
Thank you guys for rocking out with us. It's been fun. So for those that are gonna watch this later on, I don't know if you're gonna sit through and watch the whole thing. If you do, that would be heavily appreciated. We're actually in the process of starting to provide more content on our YouTube channel. So if you don't follow it now, it's KTD Streaming. It should be in the link tree. I can't remember.
If it's not, we should put it there.
Yeah, no, it should be, but yeah, if it's not, we'll put it there. I know it's on the link tree for Kick the Day, so it should be on the one for Kill the Day. And what we're gonna do there is we're gonna basically all the episodes that we've had on here, we're going to put on there for playlists, so like you can watch at a later time. It's definitely seems like people will be more prone to watch the longer videos on YouTube rather than Instagram.
Right.
You know, Instagram's more quick. But definitely like stuff like this, we can break it apart into clips. So even just like, for example, this question segment, you know, we can make a clip and just put it on as a small clip and people can watch that.
Right.
So yeah, so we're definitely looking to provide more content as realistically frequent as we can in the midst of, you know, juggling everything that we have.
Content creation ain't no joke, y'all.
Yeah, no, it definitely takes a lot of time and effort, and it's literally just the two of us, so we're doing as much as we can. We do have some help from Elevate Creative Designs, which has been so amazing and dope.
Yes.
Maybe we could bring somebody on to do the video stuff. I don't know, but the videos definitely take the longest. So we figured out a way to do some more stuff with the YouTube, so we're going to be doing that. So that's definitely another thing to keep an eye out for 2021. So that's very, very, it's like a little baby. It has like, I think 33 followers. But that was like in a short period of time too, you know, so as we become more frequent with that, then, you know, that gets up there a little bit, and, you know, everybody has content to watch on there. So yeah, so we're just definitely trying to create a lot of different things, you know, everybody has their different flavor and their preferences, so
right.
It's all about community.
Community.
All about community.
Yeah. So.
You have anything?
No, this was fun. Thank y'all for rocking out with us. We're looking forward to making 2021 a year of planting seeds and reaping harvests, learning and growing with our community, and just being open to possibilities and opportunities. So if y'all have ideas, suggestions, inbox us. We are open.
Yeah, very responsive. We've already had people that like hit us up and, you know, gave us different suggestions and stuff like that, and we definitely take it and run with it.
Right.
Know? So definitely we're open book. Like you said, it's all about community. So if we're here just doing things and it's just not flowing for you guys, then you know we're not benefiting anybody.
Right.
You know, it's just about just, you know, creating community, just kind of creating a space, you know, for people to vent, people to talk, people to connect, people to get inspired, motivated.
Right.
You know, so definitely, we already have our first guest for next Monday. Our first second Monday Motivation Chat in 2021. That is Charlene Crawford. She is an author, children's author.
Children's book author, along with many other things.
Yes, she has many different buckets. So you, I say buckets.
She wears many hats.
And she fills many buckets.
Yes.
So definitely.
Rebecca, you ain't hit us up in the DM.
Hi, Rebecca. We were actually just getting ready to get off.
Yes, but we saw you. Wasn't she the one on New Year's Eve? Don't forget to send us a DM.
All right. So for everyone, have a great night, and remember, kill the day every day.